Morning, folks. It is the 25th of February 2018. Welcome once again. Boy, is this an action-packed video. Welcome to our channel. Here you get more news in 15 minutes than anywhere else on the channel. Subscribe, discover. You are the smartest audience and one of the largest on the planet. Here, please pray that we can stay on the air. We had over 1 million viewers yesterday. I think YouTube gave us 10,000, 12,000, something like that. We had over 1 million viewers. And it's real funny because our cooking channel, we've had something like 30,000 real views, and they reduced that to 3,200, so William Mountain Cooking can't be monetized. Pretty funny. America at risk. Google purging the net. This country is now at risk as the last bastion of truth is being purged from our very eyes. The First Amendment has been burned by the White House because they're not taking action to stop this. Within the last week, we have seen hundreds of websites being isolated, like Natural News, where the monopoly Google removes all references to these websites across the net. We pulled up what does it mean, and we had it up for more than a minute, and then an ad was placed. We couldn't get back to what does it mean. Google is purging these websites. We also see video channels. Sorry, somebody got into this, and they messed with the words until I got Virtual Shield up. We also see video channels like VidMe go down due to isolation created by Google. Nobody knew about VidMe. No hits, no one watches the videos, they don't get any money, they go down. Two of the video channels I post on, MetaCafe and Vimeo, have now blocked all of my attempts to post on them. In other words, I can't even post on MetaCafe or Vimeo. I have to completely reset up my accounts. My accounts have been killed. YouTube, owned by Google, is now taking action to pull all news channels that tell the truth. If you tell the truth, they're going to pull you down. They got lots of naked women. They got, I think it's over 300,000 videos on how to take banks down. But if you tell the truth in the news, they're taking you down. Yesterday, YouTube sent out strikes to 1 in 10 news channels that tell the truth. That's correct. All of the news channels that are telling the truth are getting a strike over the next 10 days. One strike is a warning. The second strike, you're out for 2 weeks. The third strike, they pull your channel. Here, YouTube removes the video showing this man, who was a Florida high school witness to the shooting, was actually graduated from Redondo Beach High School 3 years ago. They pulled the channel that talked about that. Here, Google has banned Jordan Sather from live streaming. Conservative Twitter user lose thousands of followers. Mass purge of bots. In other words, Twitter is purging you. Facebook has banned me from thousands of pages, along with other truthers. Here it is. Even The Hill, a left-wing rag, a literal piece of garbage. Publishing platform Medium suspends far-right figures. Even the left-wing liberal satanic The Hill is publishing that. Unbelievable purging now going on. In our case, we got a strike for a video, and this is quite illegal. We got a strike for a video we did years ago. I called about getting hired as a crisis actor, and published the ad. So YouTube is going back years and enforcing their new regulations. Retroactive enforcement against a disabled elderly man looking for work. Go figure, but do you think they have to follow the laws? Nope. Another channel was pulled when they did we talked about David Hogg. Pete Santilli had his channel removed when he was illegally arrested in Oregon by frickin' foreign French troops that were hired by the BLM. French troops. He's arrested by French troops, and they pull his video channel. Even Alex Jones is getting strikes and faces complete censorship by YouTube. So the real question, since he is fully supported by Skunkworks, Lockheed Martin, his websites are paid for out of your taxpayers' dollars. Why would the super duper secret space program allow Alex Jones, their news outlet, to be taken down? That just doesn't make any sense, and yet here it is. Alex Jones is getting strikes. 2 more strikes and he's out. And they're going to come after Alex Jones, and the super duper top secret space program program run by Lockheed Martin that funds Alex Jones. I think they pay him $35 or $40 million a year as a salary. Plus, they set up his channel. Even they're going down. So why would Lockheed Martin allow Alex Jones to go down? We suspect that this was YouTube's first round, and there are more strikes on the way, as all of us are continue to tell the truth. What is funny is that the goal of this channel is to stop nuclear weapons from going off across the planet and stop presidential assassinations of President Trump, Xi Jinping, and Putin, and yet they've taken no action to stop YouTube from doing this. Remember the 17th of December, Putin, when you almost got blown up in St. Petersburg? President Trump, when you almost got blown up with something that was bigger than a 15-kiloton firecracker? And Xi Jinping, you remember the last threat to your life? And you have not taken action to allow this channel to stay on the air. I've been warned over and over and over again. Do not stop these presidents from being assassinated, and do not stop the nuclear weapons from going off. Don't stop them from going off, and they're being specific. Don't stop the nukes from going off in Washington, D.C. Don't stop the nukes from going off in New York City. Do not stop them from going off in Paris, Moscow, and Beijing. There is an organization that is very angry that Moscow, Beijing, Paris, New York City, and D.C. are not totally destroyed and everyone in those cities dead. And they came to me 2 weeks ago and said, you better stop it or else. So when we go down, due to YouTube strikes, we lose the ability of warning the presidents of when their next assassination attempts are coming, and when New York City, Paris, Beijing, Moscow, and Washington, D.C. will be nuked and destroyed. And the idiots in Washington, D.C. know that a nuke was defused the 17th of December, would have killed them all, and nobody, no idiot in the FCC or any other federal agency is coming against YouTube for purging the truth. They're all just sitting there waiting to die on a nuclear bomb. It's the most amazing thing anybody's ever seen. Why would anybody in the FCC just stand there and wait to be nuked? Unless they want off this planet. So again, we need your prayers to stay on the air, as it is unlikely I will ever stop telling the truth. We will, however, not discuss Redondo High School students who moved to Florida and then become a crisis actor in the Florida shooting. We will not discuss Hogs. He'll be in the next, more than likely he'll be in the next high school shooting or the next bomb that CIA lets off. In other words, and in other news that you will not be getting very soon, President Trump has announced the U.S. is pulling out of Syria. Yep, we're getting out of Syria. And this allowed the United Nations to pass Resolution 2401, which means that the hostilities in Syria will come to an end within 30 days. The war is over. The U.S. is getting out. The artifacts that they were looking for are not there. We're going to, well, we'll discuss what we're going to do in a few days, if this video channel is still on the air. We don't know. And what this means is that big pharma profits, especially from killer vaccines, yeah, they used to do some good, but now their killer vaccines will no longer be given to the Minister of Health in Iraq to then be redistributed to the arms dealers to send weapons to terrorists around the world to kill people in well, all around the world. And the president of China, we think, oh, China's a nice country. The president of China, it's none of our business to interfere, will now stay in power forever. He has become the king. The Communist Party, a selected group of individuals, elect the president of the Communist Party, the Red Party. So the Communist Red Party now has a king. And San Francisco just had a series of earthquakes. Okay, we talked about it. You're going to shake a whole lot more. And the Democratic memo was just released. Ho-hum. Democratic intelligence memo released. Oh, golly jeepers. There is no truth in this memo. You simply go to Democratic intelligence memo released, and they will show you the intelligence memo, where the Democrats stand up and say, why, it's okay for us to put a camera in the White House and watch the president. Yeah, okay. And the U.S.-Mexican border is now building the wall. They're beginning to tear down the old one and build the new one. You know, it's funny. God said that President Trump, until he stabilized the people who save his life, will lose the ability to negotiate. And the President Nieto of Mexico canceled his trip to see President Trump. Until President Trump acts in a grateful manner, his ability to negotiate anything is in the toilet. And you know, that's really sad to see. God has taken his ability away to negotiate because he is so ungrateful. Isn't that sad? This elite man who has been groomed for the presidency for the last 30 years, whose daddy walked into Tesla's apartment after Tesla died broke, stole all of Tesla's data and then implemented it in the super duper top secret space program. Now Trump is president. Isn't it sad to see one of the greatest men has lost the ability to negotiate until he does as God asks him to do? Finally, folks, there's another woman's march planned. Cities across the nation will have to hire additional janitors because these women are told to throw trash on the ground, to defecate on the ground. Unbelievable. And they're having a march and a high school walkout on the 14th of March because there was a fake shooting in Florida. This has all been planned years ago by Serco. So a foreign agent is organizing riots across America that will cause disruptions in both government and business activities and cost us all millions. And our president, our vice president, our FBI, Department of Justice, Secret Service, and other law enforcement agencies are not actively trying to arrest the leaders. Doesn't that, you know, you think about that for a minute. Riots are being set up across the nation by foreign agents to disrupt government and private activities and business activities. And no one in the government is trying to stop these treasonous activities. This U.S. government is broken at all levels, from the top down. There is nothing that can be done about it until the president begins arresting the leaders of these treasonous organizations. So says the I am that I am, who was and is to come. So until he gets the guts to arrest those committing treason, these activities will skyrocket. We the people can do one thing. All I know to do is to go to Trade Genius and make money and prepare myself for what's coming. Because the government is completely broken, and that means the dollar is going to fall. And you're going to need to make more money because Trump refuses to arrest these people committing treason. It's open. The Democratic letter was released. Why are these people who wrote it not in jail? They have obviously committed treason against the United States corporation and against the American people. Pray for President Trump's safety and that he gets the guts to arrest these treasonous people. Please also pray that we can stay on the air as they are now purging YouTube, Vimeo, VidMe, MetaCafe, and every other video channel. And across their net, they're taking down websites. I went onto one website tonight. We had it to show you. And within a minute, the website died and a large ad covered the page, and we couldn't get rid of the page. These are the games Google is playing. They are literally run by the CIA, and nobody will arrest those committing treason. Not the CEO of Google, not the CEO of any of these organizations now, stripping the truthers from the news. They own the TV, they own the radio, and now they're going to own the internet. It's over for America when we go down. It's done, it's through. The dollar will fall, and we are seeing hyperinflation now. God bless. Thank you for watching, and pray for your families, and good night.